Yo, what up? Hey, your boy. We're back at it again for another update video. So, from Yatagaramon, you can now evolve into either Ravemon or Valdermon. Valdermon being a 10% chance, right? It is a little bit concerning, but both Digimon seem to be like quite okay on their own rights. Let's go over the evolution cutscenes, shall we? A notable thing about Ravemon, his skills are wind and lightning element, and I believe he has a stun on the second skill, so yeah. Quite, like, element-wise, I like this. It is different. Stat-wise, I'm not entirely sold on it, because his base stats don't seem that high. As for Valdermon, look at this big boy. Such a pretty model. That's a cool evolution cutscene. If I've seen one. Valdermon is a bit different. Like, he has a wind basic attack, but the rest of the skills are light, so he's a Vexing Light Digimon. His differential is that his second skill has a defense buff, 10% defense. So that could come up. Besides that, I don't think he's like anything out of the ordinary, since we already have some Vexing Light Digimon, right? I would keep an eye out for like what comes after these guys, the next patches, because there's a chance that they might be used for some other things in the future, right? Moving on to the cash shop stuff, right? So first things first, we have one new Chrome package. It was just added. It will be around for the duration of this patch. They also added one package in the cash shop. This one only contains partner Digimon egg, 153 hours I believe, a champion core, ultimate core, evolutor, and some stat books of each stat. And that's basically it. There will be there's a new sale going on, as you can see here. Well, with a good chance to like get some trees, I guess, or island tickets if you haven't already. And most importantly, the burst skill items, if you're still going for that. I think most people are basically skipping it at this point. The last thing for the cash shop that I have to mention is that the VIP shop had some items added to it. They added these food items, which, yeah, it's alright. You know, not much I can say about this. It's just a better version of the current food items we have, and it's highly inconsequential in comparison. And the same can be said about the EVP chip they added here. It's a 100% cost. And what I mean by inconsequential, just being clear, is that these items are just more powered up version of the things they already have on the cash shop. And for regular players, you can just farm up and buy the buffs or the food items, so you won't be missing out, right? They added also some eggs, 153-hour eggs of the Digimon in the rotation. Digimon on this rotation are Falcomon, if you're looking to get one, it's a good time. Hawkmon and Monmon, or Koemon, however you want to call it. And that does it for the cash shop stuff. Besides those things, right, we have a new Digipass season, so let's go ahead and first put the equipment back on, but second, just activate this. There we go. And the Digipass, it's season 10, I believe. And the final reward is just a 150-hour egg type 1. The rest of the rewards don't seem to be anything too different, so, you know, I know some people might skip this one, some people might go for the eggs, but also keep in mind that by the time the pass ends, the price of these eggs are just going to like dip a bit because of how many are going to be populating the market. Going on to the changes that we got for this patch. The first one is that the black gear equipment that you can get from the equipment boxes, they have like the 5% item they can get. In exchange for it, there's a whole video on my channel of when the update that added this system was in. But basically, you get the items from this. It's like a 5% chance from this box, which has all of these materials. And then you go over to the Omegamon castle on the bottom floor, and there's like a Roach 1 NPC that does exchanges for it. And you can now get different types of equipment from it. So basically, the equipment that you will get will evolve, right? We still don't know if it's good or not. Gotta take a few days on that. On other changes, right? We have this hanger mannequin NPC that was added, and it sells the basic clothes for male and female. So you know, you don't have to like keep it anymore if you don't want to wear it, right? Or if you don't want to have it around, or you can just buy it again if you sold yours. And that's pretty cool. Another new addition to the game is that now we got the free type sandbag, this Hawkmon over here. And let me just go into battle with it, just so we can get a little bit of a look into the animations for the new Digimon. So let's look over these animations. They seem pretty crisp, you know. I'm kind of digging it. Greatmon is really good, damn. Baldermon is actually a defense buff, plus 10% defense. So less useful than I originally thought, but still pretty good. But Valdermon's skills are so cool. And you know, none of them have charge skills, so you know, just DPS. On the topic of events, there isn't much to talk about this update. Well, the Taomon event is continuing for this entire patch, so you can still exchange stuff and still drop items. They did increase the box drop rate a little bit, and that's pretty good news. And the other event that is still going is the Taomon event, right, over at the thing, right? So you can still farm those tickets from the Worrymons and yeah, exchange for items. And there's one new event with this Taomon here, so let's just see what this one is about. There's a 1 and a 2. I did read on the notes that the letters would be made available through many different ways, one of them being these login rewards, but also you can buy them here or get these recipes, which I just did, and we're just gonna see what this is about. Let's see, there's the first box. I imagine the lower grade boxes. You can also get more recipes from defeating Digimons in the Gear Savannah, in the desert area or Dark Valley, or in the Odaiba. Part 1 has one recipe and the part 2 has another recipe, right? And after all this, there's also one final recipe that you can obtain right here from this achievement, which I believe requires you to craft one of the other boxes. And yeah, that's pretty good, pretty cool. And additionally, on October 9th, you can also get another box from this event, right? Now, I'm mentioning a lot of crafting recipes and a lot of boxes. And I'm just gonna sum it down to, like, you can open these boxes, craft them, and open them. And there's a list of items for each box. And they range from, like, potential pieces to 0 units to ultimate skill cubes, time on clocks. And yeah, that's basically the range of items that you can get from this. I'm not sure if there's a recipe they can just farm indefinitely, because a lot of them are drop based, but you know, let's just do the daily quests and see if there's anything else that we can get done, right? These quests, they literally translate to getting items, I believe, from your tree, and just defeating random Digimon. Let me check that again, and that's the quest. Just check your tree twice, or if you have a cash shop tree, just check a regular tree in the cash shop one. I do know that there's one of the possible letter items that you can also get from trees. Let's go clear this class. Let me get another letter. And for the 25 Digimons, I'm just gonna go do the other daily quests we got. Just a little addendum while I'm defeating the Digimons. It really just counts not the quantity of battles, so just, you know, if you go somewhere that has 3 enemies often, you will get this quest done somewhat faster. But also, you know, keep in mind how fast you actually defeat Digimons, or just do it while doing this quest, right? It is already like a daily that's still ongoing, and you can just finish both at once. So guys, while killing enemies here, I happen to drop one of the relevant items to this update, which is a box full of, well, the letter, it contains one letter, but it also has many recipes. And this seems to be 3 different recipes of the same lower level box. I'm guessing that you will be able to find these here quite easily. I just used one so we can take a look at the items. It just uses the same letters. One of the letters though, it seems to be like easily obtainable from this box. And I wonder if each area has a different box, and then you can that way just like farm them or something. We'll have to wait and see a little bit. But these events, they usually aren't highly farmable. And it is something to watch out for. I would say that especially if you want like 0 unit items, which is something that a lot of people go after these days, it could be important and relevant. It is starting to seem like a lot of work, especially since there's much going on. But if you're already playing, you might as well end up finding ways to use them to craft things, right? Now, let's just deliver the quest. And that is it. With all that I've done so far, I couldn't get enough items, I believe, for any box. And I guess you can use this one and one other letter for a box. Or just go from there and start crafting other stuff, right? And yeah, that's basically gonna do it for this patch. Quite of a simpler one, right? Not much going on here. But do look forward for the next 1 or 2 patches, since we're getting Omegamon next month, which means, yeah, next 2 patches. Though I'm thinking about October 10th a lot. On other notes, I know that a lot of people, like, their motivation to play the game went down quite a bit recently. And I would say that, like, if you want to take a break, a short break, it is fine. But do remember that these lows are the best times to farm and make money in the game. So, you know, if you want to, you can. And one last thing, actually, I forgot to mention is that on October 1st, the whole day, we're getting a bit and experience buff, similar to the ones in the weekend, so, you know, enjoy it. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.